what are the special places on the river for me? There are many. Virginia Falls, of course, is a classic icon and is always spellbinding. It's a powerful place and it resonates my soul, my heart. The canyons are like cathedrals, and the hot springs, of course, are a treat at the end, towards the end of the trip. And the wide open places like Dead Man Valley that have their own mood and have wide open expanses are a beautiful contrast to the tall canyons. The rapids are challenging and invigorating, and it's the daily routine of camp life and packing up in the morning and moving to a new beautiful camp that night and enjoying camp life is a very rich way to live. So the highlights are many and varied, and I'm quite confident there's still more to come. Our guides are really the heart of the business, and they're salt of the earth people, and we're very lucky because most river guides in Canada, if not all, dream of guiding on the Nahanni and these other northern rivers. And so I'm able to pick the cream of the crop. I'm able to pick the elite. They're tried and tested with other operators first, and then after they're seasoned, then I'll consider them and I take the best. And so they're tremendous leaders. They're very knowledgeable. They're great storytellers. They're fantastic cooks. They know they have all of the skills and a lot of miles under their belts. When I first started on the Nahanni, it was as a canoe guide, and we ran canoe trips. And I realized early on that if I didn't expand to larger craft, I was going to be very limited because there was a lot of people who'd like to come to the Nahanni who couldn't canoe. So I built these large voyageur canoes, replicas of the fur trade canoes, and we used those on the river for many years. And then I began using rafts. And people seem to either want a canoe, the small regular canoes, or a raft. And so these days, actually, most of our guests come in rafts. And it's a 1 week to 2 week long trip. And we still offer canoe trips, and we get a lot of canoeists as well. But the rafts accommodate people who don't have any previous skills and perhaps might have canoed in their youth, but don't feel comfortable in whitewater any longer, and so it allows them to enjoy the river. And so when I first started here, I was operating just on the Nahanni, and then I began having people say, that was a fantastic trip, where do we go next? And I didn't have a next, so I started expanding onto other rivers in the north. One a year, I added a new river each year. First the Touch and Sheeny, then the Burnside, the Firth, the Alsek, the Mountain. And so now we operate on 20 different rivers around the north, but the Nahanni is still our key identifier that we're known for, and that most of our guests come to first, and then after the Nahanni, they'll expand their horizons to other northern rivers.